Hello, friend. I have been in my garden day in and day out, and I have been immersing myself in just being present. And for the last 2 days, well, maybe 3, I've been listening to Edward Art's video, which is called Bondage, My Reason. And I've just been listening to it over and over and over because that one in particular has just been really powerful for me. And I've just been it has been peeling back layer after layer after layer of beliefs, of things that it's just so incredibly valuable to me, what I have been resonating with from that video. And I've realized something. When Edward says states are not coming to you, right? They're coming from you. And to abandon all reason, abandon every state, every memory, every belief that you have that is not the truth of who you are. Because that's the key. That's the key to how you get to the feeling of fulfillment. Because if you're carrying around through reason and senses all this baggage and all these stories and all these narratives, it's almost impossible to drop those things and really experience the beingness of you. And I'll tell you a little story. When I was 17, I was tripping on some acid, some really good acid. And I was out in the woods by a lake. And I remember going outside and suddenly feeling like the top of my head opened up, like the crown chakra, and that the universe was just pouring into me. And I knew everything. In this trip, I absolutely felt connected, and I understood. I mean, there were no questions in my mind. There was nothing to question because all the answers were there. And after the trip and everything, I didn't remember much except for certain things about it, but the feeling remained that I had communed with the truth of me. And then I realized after listening to Edward Art just a little bit ago that the universe wasn't pouring into me. The universe was pouring out of me. Everything is pouring out of me. Just like everything is pouring out of you. It's coming from within you. There's nothing outside of you that can give you any answers, because all the answers are within you. They're the truth of you. They reside in truth within your perfect beingness. Your wonderful imagination is where everything is coming from. And I've been chewing, oh man, I have been chewing and chewing and chewing on these truths that Edward has pointed out. And it is incredibly liberating when it all starts really sinking in and I'm not waffling back and forth or coming from a conflicted or split mind, and really grasping. And it's intense at times to just be like, stop. This person is not what it seems. Like, from your reasoning mind will tell you that you are separate from this other person, and that they're saying things that are offensive, or they're doing things that are offensive, or they're doing things that are wonderful, and that they're doing things that are lovely. But they're all states being expressed from within you and being reflected back to you, so that you can experience yourself. This is how God experiences himself, or itself. And I've been, I don't know, just feeling so calm and relaxed and soothed by this. It just resonates so strongly and so deeply. And the more I allow myself to discard reasoning and discard the narratives that I have clung to throughout my life, the more free I've become. And I never in a million years would have ever imagined this kind of liberation in this personal experience that I'm having right now. But nonetheless, here it is, and it's coming from within me. So when anything that you watch that resonates with you, it's a state coming from within you, being expressed in the outer world and being reflected back to you. That's why it resonates. And so I am just embracing everything, like Edward says. If it's good, take credit for that. That's coming from within you. If it's bad, if it's unwanted, accept responsibility, take credit for that. It's coming from within you. And there's nothing to struggle against. There's literally nothing to push against, to resist, to fight with or argue with. None of that needs to happen. And I've been feeling that. I've been feeling the truth of that. When you listen to Edward Art or Neville Goddard say, you don't have to discard anyone or anything. You just go to the potter's shed and revise it. I get that now. I get now how to do that, what that means, because it's not an opposing force outside of me that's making things happen to me. It's all coming from within me. And I have the ability to go within myself into my own kingdom of beingness, my pure imagination, where I can revise anything and I can set it straight. I can set it right. I don't have to be at the mercy or the whim of anyone or anything outside of myself. I'm telling you, I've listened, as you know, if you listen to any of my videos, you know I'm all about Edward Art's videos, because he has true things that he shares that are incredibly liberating, right? From Neville Goddard's teachings. But there is something so deeply profound and liberating from that video, Reason My Bondage. And I'm not joking when I say in the last 2 days, I've probably listened to that video, I don't know, at least 20 to 30 times. Because it takes time for things to sink in, you know? It takes time for, that's how you move into the state that you want to assume. You are allowing yourself to assume the state of your own choosing. So there is no destiny. There is no, you know, this is what was meant to be. It is just like what Edward says. It's your choice. And all you do is assume the state that you're choosing, and also recognize that any state that's unwanted, you're choosing that too. But once you get past the medicine, you know, and swallow that down, it's just everything, it kind of reshuffles in the outer world. And I've been experiencing that in every aspect of my daily life. And so where I was, if you've listened to any of my videos from just even weeks ago or months ago, I'm not that person. I'm not inhabiting those states where I was coming from. A lot of stress and anxiety and anger or frustration or pain or suffering or grief or any of those things, because and there was nothing wrong with experiencing any of it, except for that when I was suffering, it felt real, and it was dominating my life. It was dominating my experience, and I was giving my attention to it, and I was very, very distracted by things outside of myself. But that's not the case now. And I'm like a person working out with weights, you know? I am getting it. I'm the operant power, and things are not coming to me, they're coming from me. And that is huge. That is a game changer in perspective and in focus. So I wanted to share that with you, friend, because it's so beautiful, and it's so liberating, and because it means so much to me to be able to share my heart with you. So I hope that this finds you doing very well, and that you're assuming and inhabiting and living the state or states that you desire, that you want, and you've given yourself that gift to be present. It's the ultimate present that you can give to yourself, to be present in the present moment, and then to observe your mind and all of its little workings and things, and then liberate yourself, because you are literally holding the key, and you're either in bondage and suffering and confused, or you're free. You're free, you're liberated to experience whatever state you choose to assume and inhabit fully. So, yeah, that's just amazing. And for all of you Geminis out there, it's now Gemini season. It's our birthday month, right? And I am a Gemini, and my birthday is on the 31st, and I'm feeling amazing. And I wanted to share how much I am feeling so, I don't know, just so satisfied and so loving everything that it's a good feeling to be feeling this way. And I did that. I gave that to myself. I hope you do too. And I hope that you have and that you are. Till we talk again, friend. Much love.